What you gonna do when the sun go down? Come on and tell me, my brother.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. As you know, I speak about herbs, root, and their magical power. I will not speak about that at this moment, but I will be speaking about my people, the black men of the Western world. He's been speaking for a long time. He get to find out that our history have been changed by the white man. And for years and years and years, we already know that. We know that they said the white men change everything. And all we are doing is talking about the white men. They change this and they change that. I am asking my people, my black men, what are you going to do? We already know that they change everything. The time has come for we to start do something. The only man in the Western Hemisphere that tried to do something was Marcus Garvey. And the rest of the leaders that came after him, all you're doing is talking. Some been talking and see so many planes there. The rich black men could get together and buy those planes. You can buy them for $10,000, $20,000. If you don't want to rebuild the engine, buy new engine and put it in. Register them in Panama or register in Puerto Rico. Panama would be the best place to register them. And fly them into Africa, fly them all over the world. Go to Europe. There's a whole bunch of ships that tied up. Cruise ship, cargo ships. You can charter them for 10, 20 years for little or nothing. Take them and renovate them, clean them up. Get your black captains to pilot those ships. Go down into Africa, carry people. But you're playing games. Only black men that is rich have the money sitting in the bank. All of these black men that is rich, they got the money sit in the bank. And whose bank it sit into? The white man. Come on, black men. It's time for we to stop talking and do something towards our people. The government of the United States have all the land and call it public land. If we cannot buy the land, let's go rent the land. Lease the land. Lease the land for 100,000 years so we can plant black-eyed peas, soybean, pinto beans. You like to eat chicken, so let's raise chicken. You like to eat the meat of... If you go to the web and look on the web, everyone is talking about Africa. Everyone is talking about Africa. They are not talking about what can we do. What can we do towards our people? How can we safeguard our people from the hands of the white men? Come on, black man. What do you think the Ku Klux Klan is out there for? What do you think the Aryan race is out there for? To get rid of the government? And if they do get rid of the government, what do you think is going to happen to you as black people? Huh? What do you think is going to happen to you as black people? Come on now. You got to stop playing games, man. You got to stop playing games. We got to wake up, black man. Wake up. We cannot sit unconcerned and our people is going astray like that. Those that is in position to wake up their people, they need to wake them up. Because Marcus Garvey said that many years ago. He said black men will not wake up until they're back against the wall. That means the white man is going to push them against the wall. And it's going to be too late. Because we don't have guns and dynamite. How are you going to govern yourself when you have nothing to protect yourself to govern yourself? To govern the ignorant people, you have to have something to protect you to govern them. Okay? Because some of us are very ignorant. It doesn't matter if you're educated or not. That have nothing to do with anything to protect your people. So if you're not waking up to protect your people and let other people is brutalizing your people, the point that I'm making so you can understand, we, the black men, already know that everybody come from us. That's one point. They already know that we are the original man. That's another point. We already know that no other men come above us. That's another point. We know that the pyramid are built by the black man. You already know that all the dams that have been dammed by the black man. You know all the best jewelry have been made by the black man. Now, you know, the gold have been owned by the black man. The diamond. There is nothing else for you to know. You know that we can speak to the stars and to the moon and to the sun. You know that the black man can cause rain to fall and thunder to roll. You know that the black man is the guardian of divine power. We all know all of that. There is nothing else to be known by us. We all know everything. We already know what the white man did to us. We have to stop talking about what the white man did to us and start do things. Say if we can overpower the white man. Say if we can overpower our enemies. Just like how they have overpowered us many years ago. We need to do the same thing. Reverse the tide. Take the land away from them and stop talking. Take away the gold that they took away from us, from them, and stop talking. Take away the diamond mine from them that they take away from us. Take away the land from them that they take away from us. And this the way we will overcome. But if you sitting back with your bullshit, talking about this Jesus, talking about this pharaohs, that's all we are doing. And we are not gathering up the people to tell them, hey, this is what we're going to do. And this is it going to be done this way. No one cannot solve the problem. Just understand what I'm saying. Everybody's still talking. I am talking, you are talking, this one is talking. I am not calling any name. But everybody is talking. And nobody is not saying, hey, this is what we're going to do. Huh? This is what we're going to do. That would be so easy and much better for us. It would be so easy and so better for us. Instead of going on with bullshit. They need to get together on Sundays and go to all these churches and they decide, hey, all these young men that is killing each other, we're going to put an end to it. All these young men that is going to prison, we're going to put an end to it. All these police that is beating our people, we're going to put an end to it. All these government that is not providing job for our people, we're going to put an end to it. So if we start build our own army, if we start build our own police force, look, there's a whole bunch of guys that leave the army from the government army in the United States. We could have those to build our own army. And we could recruit our own people. But what do we have to do first? What we have to do, the preacher got to stop using drugs so he can tell the younger one not to use drugs. I cannot tell you not to drink alcohol when I'm drinking alcohol. If I'm in the position not to drink alcohol, the preacher should not be drinking alcohol, so he can't tell someone not to drink alcohol because he's drinking alcohol. The preacher cannot tell someone not to do homosexual, as they call it. I call it sodomy. If you're doing sodomy as a preacher, you can't tell another person not to do it. You're in a position, but not that position. So we need strong people, strong men and women to get our people out of filthiness. Did you hear me? We need strong men and women to get our people out of filthiness. Because right now, our people are in too much filthiness. So we cannot overcome. We cannot overcome. So we in a bad desolation. Filthy desolation. And that's what taking place. And for those of you that is waiting on this Jesus, you can keep on waiting. Because all I know, you're waiting on a blue-eyed man. Because you're too silly to wake up and realize that you're waiting on a blue-eyed man. For hundreds of years, these white men gave you a icon that he called Jesus. And your mind is so locked up in this silly shit that it's sick. Don't matter what anyone rise up and try to tell you, you're so sick that you cannot understand. You're too sick. Everybody is gaining riches when we're sitting back and looking on poverty. That's all we're doing. Sitting back and looking on poverty when other races gaining riches. That's how sick and dumb we all are as black people. And when you try to tell them that, hey, get out of poverty, man, and try to help your other person to get out of poverty, you know what? They speak bad of you. They speak bad of you because when you tell them get out of poverty, they think you're telling them something that is wrong. And when the white man is building bigger roads and bigger planes and bigger ship, they think they're an evil person. They're not an evil person to their race. They're an evil person to your race. Because they stop you from doing what you want to do. And every time a black man rise up and try to tell you something, you figure they're telling you wrong because you're not white. If I was a white person telling you things, you listen carefully. Look, all the black leaders come out and try to tell you something to edify you. You're not listening. Because he's talking to three types of people. When a black man rise up and he's talking to three types of people. One that is totally dead. And one that is totally blind. And one is kind of half deaf. Not totally deaf. And the one that is not totally deaf is listening a little bit. But he's not really coming because he's not totally deaf. He can hear a little. The one that is dead, he can't wake him up. Because he have not the power to wake up that dead one. And the one that is blind, he can't see what you're saying or nothing. He can't see what you're saying. He cannot get it. On the one that is off deaf, he can't hear what you're saying too good. So you're going to be in a lot of shit. You're going to be in a lot of trouble. So what you have to do as a black man, you have to go with the one that is half deaf and try to see if you can clean his ears out real good. Clean out his ears, take out all the wax. And once he can hear you real good, that's the one you have to keep on talking to. The one that is dead, forget about him. He's totally dead. There is nothing you can do with him. Unless you have the power to wake him up. So you have to wake him from divine power. And divine power is not with us right now. The one that is blind, you have to have divine power to move the scale from his eyes. And if you can remove the scale from his eyes, He can see what you're saying, and he can hear what you're saying. Without those three things, nothing going to happen to our black people. They're going to sit in the seat of the scornful. And they're going to remain there until the white men start fade them away. You think the white man can fade you away? You're full of bullshit. He brought you here long time ago and killed thousands and thousands of you. And I think it's the same thing you were saying. He can't do nothing. He got the gun, he got the dynamite, he got the planes, he got the ship. And he's not afraid of killing you. He don't give a damn about no God and no devil and no angel. Because he can kill you when he want to. And he can shoot you up with all type of chemical, all type of disease. And there is no God is going to stop him from doing it. Because God sit back and fold his hand. Since God made man, he have not done anything towards the black man. And everything take place with the black man. All type of other man put all type of drugs in the black man. Every other type of man beat the black man. Every other type of man kill the black man. Every other type of man hung the black man. Every other type of man cut off his testicles. Every other type of man kill the black man babies. So you're not saying anything. God have not done anything since. And it's not one black man, it's not two black men. Many black men have been killed by other men. Other men kill my people. And my people started to kill my people. And what I'm trying to tell my people, when other people kill your people, you should not let it go along like that. If you kill your people, it's bad, but it's not too bad. But when other people kill your people, if you disbelieve what I'm saying, get out here and kill some white people and see what the white people do. As black men, you get out here and kill some white people and see what the white men do. You kill one of their people, they kill 100 of yours. Just like the people in Israel call themselves Jewish people. The Palestinians kill one of their people, they kill 100 of their people. They don't put up no bullshit game. They don't play that. They don't play that. As homie say, I don't play that. And we just let other people kill our people and we just sit back and cry a little bit and burn a little thing down. Burn a little house down, burn a little shopping center down. When they're killing our people, you have to be out of your goddamn mind. You let other people killing your people and you sitting back, talking about some God and talking about some Jesus. What I'm saying to you, since God made man, as you're saying, he have not done nothing to save you. He have not given you no food and he have not given you no shelter. And you build all these big synagogues for him. Are you understand what I'm saying? What I'm saying to you, God have not stopped no other man from killing the black man. So if you want to go on with your silliness and teaching your children this bullshit that is taking place with your people, keep on doing it. Keep on doing it and you see what's going to happen. Because some of these white men, their children going to rise up and they're going to, I can't tell you what's going to happen. They're going to sweep the nation. And you only going to see 1 and 2 black remain. You see what they're doing? They're moving into Africa. You see what they're doing? Moving into Africa. They're taking the gold, the diamond, and the oil resource. Can you see? And they're clearing the forest and planting grains. And in the meantime, nobody's not rebelling. The black man that is in Africa not saying anything. And the black man in the United States is not saying anything. And the black man in the Caribbean is not saying anything. So when they move in there and occupy completely, what do you think is going to take place? You're going to be just like the people in the United States. You ain't going to have no job. You ain't going to have no wildlife. You're not going to have nothing. You're not going to have any firewood. Because they're going to tell you can't do this and you can't do that. Remember, the white men that is in the United States are not from here. And he came here and he tell the Indian they can't do this and they can't do that. It's the same thing going to take place when they move all down into Africa. The four corners of Africa. See, in Egypt, the black man can't do what he want to do. In Iraq, you call it Iraq, they can't do what they want to do. In Jordan, they can't do what they want to do. In the land of Canaan, they can't do what they want to do. Because these white people are moving there. So imagine when they move into the Congo, Libya, Liberia. See, they move in South Africa and you can't do what you want to do. It's the same thing going to take place with every one of the town of Africa. Every one of the state in Africa, when the white men take them over, that's what's going to happen. Black men not going to do what they want to do, like what they're doing right now. They can go way out, sit all day, catch a few birds, get some wild deer or some sheep. When the white men take over all of those towns, you're not going to do nothing. No. And the time is coming if we don't wake up. We need to start wake up and take our land back from the white man. Black men, I'm asking you, what you going to do? I've been asking you this for years and years. What you going to do with your people? What do you have in store for your people? Are you going to let every other race of people kill your people out? What I'm saying to you, God is not going to do nothing. I don't give a damn what you say. God is not going to do nothing towards those people that is killing your people. Read my lip. God is not, as you use the word God, He is not going to do anything towards those people that is killing your people. Your race is going to decrease. So if you want to keep up silliness, keep up silliness. You have to take up your hammers and fight. Don't fight yourself. Fight the people that is killing your people. And once you can do that, you will be okay. Your generation is going to be okay. So you can understand. Knowledge will govern. Knowledge will forever govern ignorant and people who mean to be their own governor. must arm themselves with their power which knowledge gave. Knowledge will forever govern ignorant and people who mean to be their own governor must govern themselves. Knowledge will forever govern the people who want to govern themselves. You must have the power to govern your people. Governing your people, I don't know what's going to happen. What do you mean have the means? You need to have guns and dynamite, airplanes, ships, automobile, food, shelter, so you can govern your people. Every nation must govern their people. Why we are not governing our people? The only people who is not governing their people is the black people. You go down into Africa, some people, they're not governing the people. Some white men up in there governing those people. But they just have the black men as a front. But anyway, I'm out of here. Knowledge will forever govern ignorant and a people who mean to be their own governor must arm themselves with the power which govern them. Knowledge will forever govern ignorant and a people who mean to be their own governor must arm themselves with the power which govern. Black people? Listen carefully and you will understand. So you sitting back and not arming yourself with the power to govern. Sitting back and not arming yourself with the power to govern. What power you need to have to govern yourself? You need guns. You need dynamite. You need planes. You need ships. You need food. And you need to organize your people and remove drugs from your people and clear their mind up. Remember, to govern your people, you must have the power. You need to have the power, what it takes to govern your people. So we gotta stop talking. We gotta stop talking. Because every one of them out there talking does not have the power which govern their people. You need to have the power which govern your people. And everybody is talking right now. And nobody have the power. Nobody have the power to govern their people. So you know what? I'll see you next time.